morning, Dawn Forge once more, chatting about portable knife sharpeners. Now, the next one I'm talking about is stones. There's different sorts of stones you can get. This is perhaps your traditional old stone, double-sided, aluminium oxide, rough side, soft side. As you can see, it tends to collect metal, and then if it's carbon steel, it'll rust. Cheap, that's about the best thing you can say for it. You can chuck it in your backpack, you can chuck it, in the back of the car. It's easy to take around. It does work, many people use them, just not my cup of tea. Next, Japanese water stones. You've got to soak these to make them work, and they're quite fragile. This one dropped and cracked, which makes it somewhat useless, but I just keep it because occasionally I don't really want to chuck it out. Great demonstration thing. Diamonds. Now, as far as I'm concerned, these are the knees bees. These will get you where you need to get to quickly, efficiently. Now, some people say you don't need diamonds. Why not? They're a modern, brilliant piece of technology. Let's compare it to, I ride bicycles. I don't ride penny farthings. There you go. That's the kind of difference between people who say you don't need diamonds. You do. They're just fast and efficient. They don't dish. They don't crack if you drop them. I've put them in a holder, and I've got a bunch of different sorts. I particularly like these Atoma brand. I think they're the best out of any that I've tried anyway. I've got several different ones around the place. I keep some at work for sharpening chisels and things, but for knives, this is probably the best. Now, you might say it's not very portable. That's true. It's not super portable, not compared to, say, something like this. This is a diamond plate on the back and a ceramic on the front. Handy little thing. I think even Ramirez uses these. The problem with it is that, you could easily take the top of your finger off. It's just so small. If you're going to use it, find some way of mounting it or keeping it steady. But handy touch-up tool. Big diamonds though, that's what I'm talking about. Now, why do I say it's diamond? Well, it's got a big metal plate, and then on the top is, this one particular one has got a diamond layer that's stuck to it. Most diamond blocks work like this. There's steel or some sort of medium, then they put glue on it. Right, that's the media, that's what holds the diamonds, and then they sprinkle diamonds. This one's a little different in the way it's applied. It's Japanese, it's got a more advanced binding technology, but essentially it's what you've got. You've got diamonds and something that stops the diamonds from sliding off, and then a plate to hold everything steady. All you do, a bunch of these, you don't need water, or you don't need to prep them, you don't need lubricant or anything. You just put it on the angle you want to, and just sharpen until you get a burr. Once you've got the burr, you feel it, you do the opposite. And you will quickly get the edge that you're trying to get. Now, some people don't like these. They say, "Ooh, I'll scratch up my blade." Yep, probably will. Doesn't matter. Still going to cut, right? What you can do, if you're worried about initially, is you can put some masking tape here. That way you won't accidentally scrape the wrong bit. And then go down to your local market or some sort of account and buy some. Even get bread and butter knives, cheap knives, and just practice. Because it does take practice. It takes about 5,000 strokes to get your kind of nerve muscle memory set up so that you can do the right angle. And yeah, it's pretty easy to wobble all over the place and get funny angle, but just practice with the cheap ones, and that way you won't muck up anything good, and you'll get a really good, really efficient system. It may not be as easy as you'd like it to be. It does take a bit of practice, but that's all it is. Just practice. Practice on cheap blades. Practice on a butter knife. If you can get a butter knife sharp, you can get anything else sharp with your stones. And then get a progression. That's 140. I think that's 400, 600, 1200 out there. And then you go from there. Maybe a 4,000 or a 2,000. You know, these things go right up to 30,000 if you want. Not this particular brand, but you know. So yeah, best, most efficient, fastest portable sharpening system. And this is maybe not what you can take in a backpack, but once you get your knife sharp with that, you can touch it up with something like that. But yeah, you could certainly take this to a friend's house, on a beach if you're going to a holiday, to the beach, you know, things like that. Great system, works most efficiently than anything else because diamond's the hardest thing we know of and can create. Nothing comes close. Best system you can get. Doesn't dish, doesn't break, doesn't go all rusty. Don't need to clean them that much, although probably a good idea to once in a blue moon. But yeah, best portable knife system I can think of for sharpening. Just a brilliant system if you do a lot of knives, obviously, and obviously I do. Yeah. Right. Anyway, that's my thoughts. That's probably portable. I might go to non-portable at some point, and could argue this is non-portable. But yeah, no, portable in my opinion, and brilliant, best system. If you're going to do it, buy some cheap knives or tape up your good knives until you get the hang of it. About 5,000 strokes and you'll be good. Cheers.